Associate with those who will make a better person of you. Seneca. Relationships are fundamental to our existence, shaping our emotional landscape and influencing our well-being. Yet, there are times when the dynamics within these relationships become unhealthy, necessitating a reevaluation. Drawing on the profound insights of Stoicism, a philosophy renowned for its practical wisdom, we can navigate these delicate matters with clarity and integrity. This guide explores 9 signs that indicate it might be time to end a relationship, whether it be romantic, familial, or a friendship. By understanding and applying Stoic principles, we can cultivate healthier connections and recognize when to let go for the sake of personal growth and well-being. At its core, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what is within our control, accept what is not, and cultivate virtues such as wisdom, courage, and resilience. In the context of relationships, this philosophy provides invaluable tools for assessing and nurturing healthy connections while recognizing when it may be necessary to part ways. Sign number 1, loss of respect. Loss of respect within a relationship is akin to a crack in the foundation of a building. It weakens the structure and can ultimately lead to collapse. In Stoicism, respect is not merely a superficial courtesy but an acknowledgement of the intrinsic value and virtue within each individual. When respect diminishes, it signals a significant problem that needs addressing. Imagine you have a friend who consistently engages in dishonest behavior, whether it's lying to others or manipulating situations for personal gain. Despite your attempts to address this behavior, their actions continue unchecked, leading to a loss of respect on your part. In Stoicism, respect is fundamental to a virtuous relationship. A lack of it signals a misalignment with your values and principles. Communicate openly and honestly with the person, expressing your concerns and boundaries clearly. Use Stoic principles of reason and virtue to guide the conversation, focusing on the impact of their actions rather than placing blame. Ask yourself, is this relationship salvageable? Are both parties willing to work towards mutual respect and growth? Stoicism warns against harboring resentment or allowing emotions to cloud judgment. Avoid passive-aggressive behavior or withdrawing without explanation, as this only exacerbates the situation and prevents resolution. Remember, Stoicism teaches us to act with integrity and compassion, even in the face of difficult decisions. Ultimately, the loss of respect serves as a signal to reevaluate the foundation of a relationship. If it becomes clear that respect cannot be restored, it may be necessary to part ways, honoring both oneself and the other person in the process. Sign number 2, manipulation and controlling behavior. Manipulative behavior and controlling tactics are like poison seeping into the well of trust within a relationship, slowly corroding its very essence. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of autonomy and integrity, making it imperative to recognize and address such toxic dynamics. Imagine you're in a romantic relationship where your partner frequently employs manipulation tactics. Perhaps they guilt-trip you into doing things you're not comfortable with or gaslight you into doubting your own perceptions and feelings. Despite your attempts to assert yourself, you feel increasingly trapped in a web of manipulation. In Stoicism, such behavior is a clear violation of virtue and reason. It erodes trust, distorts reality, and undermines the very foundation of a healthy relationship. Firstly, confront the situation head-on. Use Stoic principles of courage and honesty to assert your boundaries firmly but respectfully. Clearly communicate the impact of their behavior on your well-being and the relationship as a whole. Secondly, evaluate whether the relationship is salvageable. Is your partner willing to acknowledge and address their manipulative tendencies? Are they committed to fostering a relationship based on mutual respect and trust? Do not let gaslighting dim your inner light. Refuse to second-guess your instincts or downplay the gravity of the manipulation. Remember, your perceptions are your compass in the storm. Resist becoming a puppet in the manipulator's play. Refuse to dance to the tune of guilt trips or surrender your autonomy to their control. Your agency is your armor against their grasp. Remember, Stoicism teaches us to prioritize our own well-being and integrity, even if it means walking away from a relationship that no longer serves us. By recognizing and addressing manipulative behavior with clarity and courage, we uphold the principles of Stoicism and pave the way for healthier, more fulfilling connections. Sign number 3, constant negativity. Constant negativity within a relationship is akin to a dark cloud that obscures the sunlight of joy and drains the well of resilience. In the realm of Stoicism, where the pursuit of inner tranquility is paramount, such a pervasive atmosphere of negativity can be profoundly detrimental to one's well-being. Consider this scenario. you have a friend who habitually dwells on the negative aspects of life, constantly complaining and criticizing without offering solutions or seeking positive perspectives. Despite your efforts to inject positivity into the relationship, you find yourself feeling drained and emotionally depleted after every interaction. In Stoicism, maintaining a sense of inner peace and equanimity is essential. Therefore, it's crucial to address this situation with clarity and discernment. Communicate openly with the person about the impact of their negativity on your well-being. Use Stoic principles of reason and compassion to express your concerns without judgment or blame. Encourage constructive dialogue and offer support in finding healthier ways to cope with challenges. Secondly, prioritize self-care and boundary setting. Practice Stoic techniques such as negative visualization and the dichotomy of control to cultivate resilience in the face of negativity. Surround yourself with positive influences and activities that uplift your spirits and reinforce your inner strength. Stoicism warns against allowing yourself to be consumed by the negativity of others. Avoid falling into the trap of codependency or enabling the person's negative patterns by constantly seeking to appease or fix their outlook. Remember, you are responsible for your own well-being and have the right to prioritize your mental and emotional health. Lastly, if you feel that the other person is unwilling or unable to change and that the negativity will persist indefinitely, it may be time to consider ending the relationship. In the light of Stoic wisdom, recognizing the detrimental effects of constant negativity serves as a catalyst for reevaluating the dynamics of the relationship and, if necessary, choosing to distance yourself from toxic influences in pursuit of inner tranquility and flourishing. Sign number 4, repeated betrayals. Repeated betrayals within a relationship are like cracks in the foundation, eroding the trust that is essential for its stability. In the realm of Stoicism, trust is not merely a superficial nicety but a fundamental pillar of virtuous relationships. Therefore, it's essential to address repeated betrayals with clarity and resolve. Imagine this scenario. You're in a romantic relationship where your partner has repeatedly betrayed your trust, whether through infidelity, dishonesty, or breaking promises. Despite your attempts to forgive and move forward, the pattern of betrayal persists, leaving you feeling hurt and disillusioned. Firstly, acknowledge and confront the betrayals openly and honestly with your partner. Use Stoic principles of reason and integrity to express your feelings and set boundaries regarding acceptable behavior. Encourage genuine remorse and a commitment to rebuilding trust through consistent actions over time. Secondly, assess whether your partner's actions align with their words. Look for red flags which may indicate a continued disregard for trust and integrity. Trust your instincts and prioritize your own well-being in the decision-making process. Examples of red flags. 1. Ghosting. The silent treatment or consistently unanswered messages speak volumes about the lack of consideration or investment in maintaining communication. In Stoic philosophy, where honesty and transparency are prized virtues, such behavior undermines the foundation of trust and connection. 2. Fabricating stories. Lies or inconsistencies in explanations indicate dishonesty. In Stoicism, integrity is paramount, and discovering such deceit raises serious questions about the authenticity of the relationship and the character of your partner. 3. Public humiliation. Frequent displays of disrespect or rudeness in public settings are deeply damaging to self-esteem and indicative of underlying issues with how your partner values and treats you. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of mutual respect and dignity in relationships, making such behavior wholly incompatible with its principles. Ultimately, if despite your efforts, the pattern of betrayal persists and your partner shows no genuine desire to change, it may be time to consider ending the relationship. Sign number 5, one-sided effort. One-sided effort in a relationship is like trying to row a boat with only one oar. It leads to imbalance, frustration, and ultimately, a sense of resentment. In the context of Stoicism, where harmony and reciprocity are essential for virtuous relationships, such imbalance undermines the very foundation of connection. Imagine this scenario. You're in a friendship or romantic partnership where you consistently find yourself putting in more effort to maintain the relationship, whether it's initiating plans, offering support, or resolving conflicts. You're the one constantly carrying the weight while the other person remains passive or indifferent. In the realm of Stoicism, where the pursuit of inner peace and equanimity is paramount, it's crucial to address such imbalance with clarity and integrity. Firstly, take a step back and assess whether the imbalance is a temporary phase or a persistent pattern. Look for red flags such as consistent excuses, avoidance of responsibility, or a lack of appreciation for your efforts, which may indicate deeper issues with the dynamics of the relationship. Communicate your feelings and concerns openly with the other person, emphasizing the importance of mutual effort and reciprocity. Encourage them to actively participate in maintaining and nurturing the relationship. Avoid internalizing the imbalance or blaming yourself for the other person's lack of effort. Stoicism teaches us to accept what is beyond our control, including the actions and choices of others. Resist the urge to overcompensate by putting even more effort in the hopes of making up for the other person's shortcomings. This only perpetuates the imbalance and undermines your own well-being. If after communicating your concerns and giving the other person the opportunity to change, the imbalance persists, it may be a sign that the relationship is no longer serving you. Embrace the wisdom of Stoicism to prioritize your own well-being and seek out connections that are based on mutual effort, respect, and support. By recognizing and addressing one-sided effort, you uphold the principles of Stoicism and pave the way for healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Sign number 6. Constant arguments. Constant arguments within a relationship are akin to navigating a stormy sea, where waves of disagreement and conflict threaten to capsize the vessel of harmony. In the realm of Stoicism, where the pursuit of tranquility and reason is paramount, persistent conflict within a relationship can be profoundly destabilizing. Consider this scenario. You're in a romantic relationship where every conversation seems to escalate into a heated argument. Both you and your partner are left feeling emotionally exhausted, and the constant conflict begins to erode the trust and connection that once held you together. Firstly, reflect on the root causes of these conflicts. Use Stoic principles of self-awareness and introspection to understand the underlying issues and triggers that may be fueling the arguments. Are there unresolved grievances, unmet needs, or communication breakdowns that need to be addressed? Secondly, assess whether efforts to address these conflicts are met with genuine resolution or merely perpetuate the cycle of disagreement. Look for red flags such as defensiveness, unwillingness to compromise, or patterns of blame and criticism that may indicate deeper issues with the dynamics of the relationship. Avoid allowing the conflicts to consume you or define the relationship. Stoicism teaches us to maintain a sense of inner peace and equanimity, even in the face of external challenges. Resist the urge to engage in power struggles or retaliate with anger and hostility. Instead, practice Stoic techniques such as pausing to reflect before responding, focusing on the issue rather than personal attacks, and seeking common ground for resolution. Ultimately, if despite your efforts to address the root causes of the conflicts, the arguments continue to persist and erode the foundation of the relationship, it may be time to consider whether the relationship is truly serving your well-being. In the light of Stoic wisdom, recognizing the detrimental effects of constant arguments can serve as a catalyst for reevaluating the dynamics of the relationship and, if necessary, choosing to distance yourself from conflict in pursuit of inner tranquility and flourishing. Sign number 7. Toxic communication. Toxic communication within a relationship acts as a corrosive force, undermining trust, respect, and connection. Stoicism, with its emphasis on clarity, reason, and virtue, provides valuable insights for addressing and transforming destructive patterns of communication. Imagine this scenario. You're in a romantic relationship where your partner frequently engages in toxic communication behaviors such as stonewalling, defensiveness, and threats. These behaviors erode trust and create a toxic atmosphere of fear and insecurity. Recognize the impact of toxic communication on the health of the relationship. In Stoicism, where honesty and transparency are prized virtues, it's essential to address these issues head-on. Use Stoic principles of courage and integrity to confront the situation and assert your boundaries firmly but respectfully. Clearly communicate the impact of their behavior on your well-being and the relationship as a whole. Encourage genuine remorse and a commitment to healthier communication patterns. Avoid allowing toxic communication to undermine your self-esteem or sense of worth. Stoicism teaches us to maintain a sense of inner peace and dignity, regardless of external circumstances. Resist the urge to engage in retaliatory behavior or sink to the level of toxic communication. Instead, practice Stoic techniques such as active listening, empathetic understanding, and constructive dialogue to foster healthier communication patterns. Ultimately, if despite your efforts to address toxic communication, the patterns persist and your partner shows no genuine desire to change, it may be time to consider ending the relationship. In the light of Stoic wisdom, recognizing the detrimental effects of toxic communication serves as a catalyst for reevaluating the dynamics of the relationship and, if necessary, choosing to distance yourself from toxic influences in pursuit of inner tranquility and flourishing. Sign number 8, lack of boundaries. Boundaries are essential for defining where one person ends and another begins. They are crucial for maintaining healthy, respectful relationships. In the context of Stoicism, where self-respect and integrity are paramount, boundary violations are significant red flags that require immediate attention. Imagine this scenario. You have a close friend who consistently disregards your boundaries, whether it's invading your personal space, dismissing your needs, or imposing their expectations on you. Despite your attempts to assert your boundaries, their behavior remains unchanged, leaving you feeling disrespected and undervalued. Recognize the consistent crossing of boundaries and its impact on your feelings. In Stoicism, where respect and dignity are essential virtues, it's crucial to address these violations with clarity and resolve. Communicate your boundaries firmly and assertively, emphasizing the importance of mutual respect and autonomy. Encourage the other person to honor and respect your boundaries, while also being willing to respect theirs. Avoid allowing the other person to dismiss or invalidate your boundaries. Stoicism teaches us to prioritize our own well-being and self-respect, even if it means standing firm in the face of resistance. Resist the urge to downplay the significance of boundary violations or compromise your values for the sake of maintaining the relationship. Ultimately, if despite your efforts to assert your boundaries, the other person continues to disregard them, it may be a sign that the relationship no longer serves you. In the light of Stoic wisdom, recognizing and addressing boundary violations is essential for maintaining healthy, respectful relationships. By prioritizing your own well-being and self-respect, you uphold the principles of Stoicism and pave the way for healthier, more fulfilling connections. Sign number 9, feeling drained. Feeling emotionally drained after spending time with someone is a clear signal that the relationship may be detrimental to your well-being. In the context of Stoicism, where the pursuit of inner tranquility and self-awareness is paramount, it's crucial to recognize and address this emotional toll. Consider this scenario. You have a close friendship where interactions consistently leave you feeling disheartened and depleted. Whether it's due to constant complaints, negativity, or belittlement, you find yourself emotionally exhausted after every interaction. Reflect on why these interactions leave you feeling drained. Use Stoic principles of self-awareness and introspection to understand the underlying dynamics that may be contributing to your emotional exhaustion. Are there unresolved grievances, unmet needs, or patterns of behavior that need to be addressed? Communicate your feelings and concerns openly with the other person, emphasizing the importance of mutual respect and support in the relationship. Avoid internalizing the emotional toll or blaming yourself for the other person's behavior. Stoicism teaches us to accept what is beyond our control, including the actions and choices of others. Resist the urge to overcompensate by putting even more effort in the hopes of making up for the other person's shortcomings. This only perpetuates the imbalance and undermines your own well-being. Yet despite your efforts to address the underlying issues, the emotional toll persists and the other person shows no genuine desire to change. It may be a sign that the relationship is no longer serving you. In the light of Stoic wisdom, recognizing the detrimental effects of feeling drained after interaction serves as a catalyst for reevaluating the dynamics of the relationship and, if necessary, choosing to distance yourself from those who drain you emotionally in pursuit of inner tranquility and flourishing. In exploring Stoic wisdom in relationships, we've uncovered 9 signs that signal when it's time to step away from toxicity and prioritize our own flourishing. By applying these timeless principles, we can navigate the complexities of relationships with clarity, integrity, and compassion. Remember to prioritize your well-being, uphold your values, and seek connections that resonate harmoniously with your aspirations. Subscribe for more insightful content and share this empowering message with those who may benefit. Together, let's embark on a journey towards healthier, more fulfilling connections.